Approximately 57% of Ghana's population is under the age of 25. Unemployment remains the biggest challenge facing young people. According to a recent World Bank Ghana survey, youth unemployment is at about 12.1%, which is higher than the general unemployment rates in the country. Policymakers and many other development actors have acknowledged the pressing nature of this challenge and have shifted their focus to issues regarding young people.
From the last census of 2021, the population has grown tremendously. Now we are over 31 million people. And of this, over 57% are young people, which means that we need to create avenue for young people to be employed. Unfortunately, we have too many challenges in this country where there's high unemployment for young people. We must work together to create a lot of opportunity for the young people to get jobs. Young people are graduating from school and there's no job. This could be a serious problem if we do not help them get jobs.
Youth inclusion is one of the major priority areas of SOS Children's Villages work, which aims at helping young people attain self-reliance through acquisition of entrepreneurial and employable skills in order to build on emerging good practices and scale up emerging successes. This documentary captures the highlights of the EU-funded No Business as Usual project, which empowered youth groups from across the Ashanti region, particularly at Sokori Mampong Municipal Assembly, by training them and supporting them with tools and equipment to help them earn more from their income-generating projects.
My sister was a service provider, so she was the one who told me about the NBU.
Yeah, I heard it from a friend. She attended there.
A friend of mine told me, but I didn't take it important until I saw their stickers on the walls.
Na indeed we say we are me born bed on the family. Na nyame ya do me ba do me ye test e ma e pass by interview na ma mutimi family.
On be program bank nechi Gunis Park on intime so me shop no opposite. And I'm a madam can send me Kobe. And I'm a me by interview and I say for about training.
The selection of the beneficiaries, we had actually categorized the beneficiaries into three: Gamma, Beta, Alpha. Gamma tertiary students or tertiary graduates, Beta secondary, and then Alpha youth with little or no education.
The criteria basically was to ensure that the person is marginalized, the person is vulnerable, the person is willing to learn, and the person is very willing to make good of the opportunity we are providing for them.
I was already into fashion, and I was learning from the sideways. So I wanted to upgrade myself to become a fashion designer. So I decided to pick up the forms and then join NBU.
After I completed SHS, I was in the house. I wanted to do catering as a skill or as a profession. So I heard of NBU in the year 2018. I picked the form and I failed, and I was then called for interview.
It's like I don't have any support from anywhere. So when I heard about them, and I try my best to enroll in it.
I'm a petty trader. I so bologna, cereal, and ice cream. Now I shut down and but not my worry. I me couldn't hear me. Me tell you can say petty trading. I may an M1 me back NBU na support on mobia na their support on me so.
I am an SHS graduate, completed the year of 2013. So after school, I wanted to become a renowned makeup artist, but I didn't get the opportunity. So a friend told me about NBU. We came to the hub, I picked a form, submitted it, Some days later, I had a direct call that I have been picked to enroll in the program.
The NBU, with the support of the European Union, were able to create this project in Kumasi, specifically in Asakari Mapon, where we were able to reach out to over 4,000 people, direct and indirectly, and about 500 to 600 of them have employment. As we speak, we are very happy that these young people work extremely hard to develop the necessary skills to find employment or to start their own businesses. So these are projects that we like to do in partnership with the municipality to inspire the young people to develop the skills needed for the job market.
There are lots of youth who migrate from the north and they settle here, most of them without jobs. And then when all of these young people with all this energy are without jobs, you find them engaging themselves in a lot of social vices that are not productive, and that even tend to hurt people in a way. So this project sought to target these young people, give them a reason to be productive, to do better things with their life.
What inspired the No Business as Usual project is that a lot of projects had come into the municipality, into the Kumasi metro area, but we didn't see any kind of innovation or a legacy being left. And we felt that the NBU project was going to bring that hope, that kind of innovation, where young people would not look at things being as they are, but will think beyond. We'll share very innovative ideas. We'll come up with innovative things.
We were taken through 6 months intensive training at NBU, entrepreneurship. After that, we were sent to our various training centers to acquire our hard skills training. That was where I learned the catering, cakes and pastries.
When we're going for the training processes at the hub, they always give us lunch, and then they trained us for entrepreneurship.
So what they call a core life skills. Almost send a service car, send a amount for Becassa. Almost met me and Cassame say. Me will be asking me who phone Tamas and Moa, but you know, my almost the fight, my
first name a very idea. So, my name a the FM. I did chain on the FM and say, me for a first, and not me taught in Yamabasa. Omuch say, oh, I was say, keep his car on Tonya Basavasa. Oh, I dare also share.
When we went for the hard skills training, so they supported us with transportation, and after the hard skill training, so they gave us machines.
And some better more, some your point of coffee, almost as so my journey. Need your coffee.
During the training session, it was fun and it was very interesting, especially when we had events. We mostly do networking. We meet new people. We share contacts. Most of the networking I had help from the people I associated with.
Baby, within 6 months, meet me upon that meet me pam and kwala a mema and amma type BCC.
NBU sponsored me to learn makeup artistry and guided me to start up my business. In addition, NBU helped me to register for my business and also open a business account for me.
These efforts yielded landmark results. Many more young people have become self-reliant.
Over 500 young people have been trained, and they are either into their own businesses now or they found jobs for themselves.
The very innovative bit about the whole project was the introduction of the incubation hub, where we would have a center or a place where youth could converge, they could network, they could share ideas, they could learn from each other. Again, we adapted the curriculum we were using to suit these three categorizations. Again, even for the facilitation and the participation, it was more learner-centered approach. So we get the young people to engage the facilitators more rather than teaching them.
So for youth that walk through the program, they get that exposure to soft skills training. How do I think critically to solve a problem? How do I communicate with people effectively? How do I prepare for an interview? If I want to start a business, what is the best idea? What is the way to go about it? Some of these things are some of the trainings or skills development that beneficiaries went through. As part of it, there was also coaching and mentorship, guiding them so that they apply what they have learned to their lives as much as possible, and also giving them that technical support. I want to learn fashion design, and now I want to be an entrepreneur in that industry, in the fashion design industry. You are put out there so that you can learn fashion design and then apply it to your business idea.
Admitting development as a shared responsibility, the NBU project created a platform where civil society organizations, private sector, and officials of the municipal assembly engaged on a monthly basis to fashion out a clear and feasible roadmap to address challenges facing indigents. Mrs. Stella Owusu Aduomi is the Municipal Coordination Director at the Asokore Mompong Municipal Assembly.
This area is densely populated and most of them are youthful. And most of them are unemployed. So NBU coming here and collaborating with the assembly really helps to train a lot of them. Now most of them have their own jobs that they do, and some have even employed others and have trained others. So it's helping us to deal with the unemployment situation in this municipality. And even in my office here, it has trained a lot of the management staff on how financial management, projects, proposal writing, report writing. So I've seen a lot of improvement in my staff. Assembly members are also being trained on how to deal with management staff. It has changed a lot of their perceptions about how the assembly works.
Looking at NBU for the past 4 or so years, they have been very, very active in information dissemination throughout the municipality. So, very, very good. Implementing so many projects. I've been one of them. I move along with them.
Since the implementation of the No Business as Usual project, CSOs in the municipality have engaged the municipal assembly, on several platforms. I had the chance to participate in the media review and the medium-term plan of the municipal assembly, and made a lot of input, and to the extent that some of the input that we made were accepted and implemented in the municipality. So NBU, No Business as Usual project, has really helped Asomampo municipality, has benefited especially the young people in the municipality.
Through mobilization, building coalition with parents, community members, and other stakeholders, young people were guided to discover and pursue their abilities.
So we got this cake in honor of our trainees, and we congratulate you. We wish you success, happiness, and good life. Thank you, everyone.
I am very, very happy of being part of NBU because I have achieved a lot.
NBU has really helped the youth of this place.
The socially excluded were not left out.
Basically, what we do at iRecycle is we recycle plastics. So we have various types of plastics that we do the recycling over here. We have the LED, the PP, and the PET bottles. The waste, we don't collect it ourselves, but we have people that do the collection, and we have also agents that people brings to them before we go to them to collect. And we have those that you gather them in your house and you want to dispose them, you call us, we come and pick and weigh and give you what is due you. I was a trainee before we started this project. That was the intention of me going to the hub, so that I have the idea, but how to reshape the idea and come into terms with the nitty-gritties of the work. I'm not from the finance background, so they took us through a lot, through the finances and everything, which has really helped me, because as an environmentalist, I only know of the environment, I don't know the finance of it. And setting something like this too, you need to get at least both, so that you can be at par within the industry.
NBU mame industrial machine. Me wie adwuma na say me pam top na just me de kukuru. Me bread 20. Kame me prefer say o mama me industrial machine in the sea inside one.
It is a how many people have you trained?
5.
5.
Me answer the omo apon omo ho omo ko. Nti aka mi no omo so omo ko school. Omo pon school ana ma ba adwuma.
I was quite very introvert and calm reserved, but through the trainings, I am able to bring myself out, get to interact with people, which I used not to do. Yes, so it has helped me build my confidence level and my communication. It has sharpened my ability to interact with people and know what I want in life.
I've come to realize that when one is disadvantaged, it does not necessarily mean the person is financially incapacitated or is physically incapacitated, but lack of information is also a way of disadvantaging people in the community. So I've come to realize that most youth really are useful, but the lack of information is what is making most of them lag behind. So with the training and events, they have access to people who have the information, they inform them, and then you see changes in their life through the events and even the training.
And lessons learned?
One of the unique lessons I learned as part of working with the No Business as Usual was that youth need skills. Once you give youth skills, they can fly. And that was what the project was doing. Over 500 trainees who came through as part of that intervention now have some form of reliable income that they can rely on, something they can look up to, they can aspire.
One key lesson is working with a team that I have or that we have. We've had a number of people come in and go, but one thing that has kept this project is the team. I mean, we have a lot of committed people, young but committed and energetic people who really gave their all. And for me, I think that is one of the strongest things. And to have SOS also support the project team to get this far, because of course the team was recruited for this purpose, but we couldn't have done it without the support of the main the implementing organization, which is SOS.
The movement continues to work towards achieving developmental goals as beneficiaries like Ms. Bao are determined to keep the NBU dream alive.
In the environment that I came from, or that I grew up, we see a lot of waste. It's the plastic that you see most around. So I started thinking around it, and I did some research on it, and I was able to come up with plastic that we can use to make pavement bricks. But the cost involved is too huge. So that is why I'm starting with this, so that if I get the investment that I want, or the little that I've been able to put aside, then from there I can scale up and use it in building or in developing that concept that I have.
Will the NBU project die after closure?
We are working very hard to ensure that The facility for training remain open. We are partnering with other organizations. For example, we are talking to Amalitech to start digital training for young people who are interested in digital skills. We are talking to, of course, SOS, the Netherlands, and other partners so that we can ensure that we can keep training young people to develop their skills.
So looking at the impact, we wish that this is something we could actually do for a very long time, or even replicate this project in other places, which currently does not seem like it's something that is going to happen. But we are working with a consultant together with SOS, looking at how to turn this project or this hub into a youth training center where a lot of youth, including SOS youth and other vulnerable youth, can get the chance to receive the trainings that others have received here. But of course, also as a hub has to find a way to be self-sustainable. So that is something that a consultant is currently working on that we hope gives us better results.
What we did in our little way was to try to encourage and support the trainees who had gone through the project to be able to share what they learned with their siblings and their friends and other young people in the community. And so there's this alumni platform where they share ideas, and they are also we also encourage them to train other people, some for free, because they got this training for free, and it is very important that they share what they have learned. There are some that we help them to train, others they do it on their own. So one of the things we want to do is not to let what we have given out to die.
We have a business center here. So what we do is, they are also under NBSSI, and they've been able to, we collaborate with them to train. We've been doing all that always, but we'll try and make sure that we do more. We have a youth center here. We finish with the down floor, we are doing the up floor, but still they come for the training. They're training people how to do mobile phones, hairdressing, and all other things.
When the NBU project is coming to an end, we don't have to leave it to go. We will sustain it by our own selves. That was why we said that about 3 offices will be made available to house the activities of NBU. 2, the assembly will also bring together the handiwork that will be taught. All the vocational and technical trainees that will be and that studied here, they will come together with the NBU so that our own people that will be taught to produce will be taught how to package some of these produce that they produce here, so that they will be competitive to serve local markets and international markets. We also provide them with startup kits.
Following the strides made by the project in contributing to the Sustainable Development Goal 8, that is to achieve full and productive employment and decent work, the NBU project was awarded the Outstanding Social Impact Project by Management Excellence Foundation Ghana. This category was keenly contested by MTN Ghana, Built Environmental, Zoom Lion Ghana, and Accra Street Academy. This is the evidence of the impact of the NBU project and its continuous influence in the lives of the vulnerable young people in Asokore Mampong municipality.